Yeah, I mean, you definitely have a unique voice, like through your books. Like, I was like, this is a vibe I've not had before. Like, I think the closest I get is like Samantha Downing with her thrillers because she's pretty sassy. But like, even still, like, I would say that's B tier and like just the supreme tier of this. And, you know, I think that's what makes you special. And it's like, why? You don't have anything to prove. Like, it's already amazing. Like, just
No, I'm proving it to me. Like I
uh,
do have something to prove. I'm so ambitious. I'm like dumbass ambitious. I treat myself like an Olympian, um, in terms of the way that I approach writing books. Like I started really, really small and I was like, okay, we're not going to publish anything until we get to a very specific point of skill that I'm happy with, where it's not just like we're not just writing off of like youth and muscle. They talk about that in opera master classes all the time, where a lot of times singers, like you'll see them be like they sound really, really good when they're younger, and then um they peter out when they're older, and it's because when they're younger they're singing off of like youth and muscle, and you've got all these like child prodigies that uh after their full muscles develop and after everything grows in, they can't do it anymore. um so I have taken a lot of advice from classical musicians just because of like my little clarinet background and being married to an opera singer. Like I'm surrounded by that world all of the time. So I see their level of perfection, and I watch my wife practice, and she's like working on like something that you can't even hear, you know? Um, and I wanted to make sure that my approach to writing was as similar to that as possible, as similar to like an Olympian or a classical musician or somebody where the end result expected is like both perfection and effortlessness, you know? Like you're not supposed to be able to feel the hand of the writer, ideally. Um, so yeah, I really just started going at it super young. I was like started with short stories and then switched to novels when I was around 14. Wrote a few books in high school, wrote a couple more in college, and then I think this one was like my it's technically my sixth because one of the high school books was a duology, but
hmm.
I grouped that duology together because I didn't finish it. So it's my fifth, but I wanted to make sure that I practiced before I put something out because I was like, oh, well, you really only have like one shot, and you're asking for like someone's time and energy a lot more than like a movie or something short if you're writing a novel and asking people to read it.
Well, and I also think for your novel specifically, a lot of times I walk away from a book feeling one way, but at the end of Decomposition Book, I felt so many things. Like, I felt like, first of all, it was a state of like, no, but what happens? Like, what now? But in a good way. And then, of course, like, I felt, kind of this empathy and grief for Savannah as we go through her journey. But then I also was just so mad about how life has unfolded for a lot of the characters in the book too. So, and they were all just so genuine, not forced, so organic. And so like sometimes I see books attempt that and if you like one of those angles feel forced. But for
Mhm.
everything in Decomposition Book, it just glides. Like it just soars.
Thank you. A lot of practice. That's all that is.